Sergeant Dave Baldwin, whose radio call sign was MC1, was killed in the line of duty after being hit on his motorcycle by a wrong-way driver in 2014. Since then, the Rocky Mountain chapter of Defenders Motorcycle Club has helped organize the MC1 Honor Motorcycle Ride to benefit first responders who are injured in the line of duty. This morning, we have Denver officer John Adsit, Frank DeAngelis, and Tracy Miller with more information on who will benefit from this year's ride and how you can get involved. It's so important, too. Good to have you all on the show. Thank you for being here. So, Tracy, first off, tell me, what is the MC1 Foundation's mission? And I gave a brief synopsis of how it got started, but go into more detail.
Right, it is MC1, which was started after Dave Baldwin and his call sign, and now we assist officers, first responders who've been critically injured in the line of duty and need financial assistance because typically they're off work for quite a long time.
Right. And John, tell me how you got involved with MC1.
Well, I got involved after my incident in 2014 where I was run over by a car and dragged for half a block, gone through numerous surgeries, and the MC1 Foundation was gracious enough to reach out to me and my family and offer us some support when I wasn't working. My wife had to caregive for me, and they just became even more than that. They became a family, guys.
When you said, because you've been on the show before, and when you said multiple surgeries, you have a number, and it's a large number of surgeries.
30. It's
30 surgeries this man has gone through, and thank God you're sitting here today. So certainly the MC1 Foundation has impacted your family in a huge way, and you're trying to pay it forward in life.
Yes.
Gotcha. What would you want the public to know about the MC1 Foundation?
I think it's important that they realize that this is a volunteer foundation. Nobody's making money behind the scenes. Their entire mission is to go out and help these critically injured officers. They're doing a phenomenal job. But even more important than that, they're following up with these folks and they're offering them, emotional and psychological, support.
That's important too.
Which is super important, especially, and I'm retired, I'm not a Denver officer anymore. I had to medically retire, and when you retire, you kind of lose some of that family of being around officers and their families every day. So for them to reach out and make you feel like you're still part of it is it's really important.
God bless you. Yeah, that's wonderful. Frank, let's talk about your involvement. What prompted you to get involved with the MC1 Foundation?
Well, being at Columbine for all those years, I saw the importance that the police played for us on that horrific day and wanted to pay forward. And where I got involved is back in 2007, Emily Keyes was tragically injured up at Platte Canyon, and it was at that time we decided to do a motorcycle rally to help her family. And so we started at Columbine and we went to Platte Canyon each year. And we met Dave for the first time because he was involved in Emily's parade for many, many years. And he would spend time at Columbine, so he was a dear friend. And I can remember getting to school one morning and the officers there, the Jeffco sheriffs, were very sad. And they had tears in their eyes and said, "You're not going to believe this, but Dave was killed over the weekend." And immediately I called my friend Peter Boyles, who's helped us with many of the motorcycle rallies.
Yes.
And I said, we need to do something. So we called the sheriff. At the time was Ted Mink, and he turned us on to Jeff Schrader. And I said, we want to do something. And so we did the first one to honor Dave and his family, Crystal. And after that, I kind of made the mistake and said this is the first annual, which means we were going to continue to do them. And
thank God
we're
you
in
are.
our fifth.
And for those who are watching, am I correct in saying you mentioned Columbine when that tragedy and the shooting happened? You were the principal of Columbine at that time.
Right. I was at Columbine for 35 years, and I was in my third year as principal and stayed 15 years after the tragedy.
Oh my goodness. Talk about the best thing. I mean, this foundation is completely run by volunteers, which is huge. Nobody makes any money off of this. Talk about what you feel is the best thing that this foundation does.
It's paying back. It's helping people during their needs. And, coming from Columbine, I saw the outreach of care and love, and we just want to pay it back. And the least we can do, and what is so amazing to me is John is helping us with this. Tony Lopez, who was a recipient in the second year, and these people keep coming back because they know they lived through it, and anything we can do to help is so beneficial.
Well, tell me quickly, we have less than a minute, when is the honor run and who is it supporting this year?
It's going to be Sunday, September 30th, starting at 8 a.m. at Columbine, and our primary recipient is Jeff Pele from the Douglas County Sheriff's Department, and then we're also helping Taylor Davis and Michael Doyle.
Very nice. And if someone can't make the honor run this year, is there any other way that we can help support?
Absolutely. We're always looking for sponsors, donations. We have an auction online. We have a golf tournament coming up. So we have all types of different ways people can participate.
And you've helped many officers in the past. Do you have a number of how many people you've helped?
You know, I think it's up to 20. It's right around 20 at this time. Yeah.
Well, God bless you all, and thank you for what you do. And I'm so glad you're sitting here today with
Thank
us.
you, Denise. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and
Thank
you
you.
too.
My
Yes,
pleasure.
God bless.
Thank you.
Join the MC1 Foundation for the 5th annual MC1 Honor Run benefiting Deputy Jeff Pelley and other officer survivors. Save the date again for Sunday, September 30th. Registration begins at 8 a.m. Kickstands up at 10 a.m. from Columbine High School. The ride ends at Hofbrau Bar and Grill in Westminster. You can learn more about the MC1 Foundation online at MC1Foundation.com. Don't forget there's an auction online too where you can help and benefit.